the footage here this afternoon. Acalanes will be the designated home team. They are in their home white uniforms with the royal blue outline. And Annalee will be the road team, and they are in their road blue uniforms. And they will lead things off. The starting lineup for Annalee will be Garrett Hill batting first, Jake McKnight batting second, Grant St. Martin in the 3 spot, Darren Newman batting fourth, Ricky Thukel-Sample will be batting fifth. We're here at St. Mary's College in Moraga, California. After this one's said and done, we'll have the Division I baseball championship live here on Play On Sports as well.
Yeah, that one should be a game to watch, as it's going to be Amador Valley versus De La Salle in your Division I, so should definitely be an interesting game there.
So we're underway here as Annalee's Garrett Hill makes his way to the plate. St. Mary's College here out of the West Coast Conference, as baseball has reached the College World Series part of the season, so vacant field here as that pitch is taken upstairs. Ball 2-1 the count.
Yeah, a lot of these early at-bats are just to see mainly where the pitcher's putting the ball and where the umpire's calling the strikes and balls, so going to get a lot of feeling out here in these early at-bats.
That one chopped foul. And evens up the count, 2-2. In the top half of the first inning. Jacob McKnight is on the on-deck circle. As Annalee, their first plate appearance here, top half of the first. That one taken for strike 3, caught the corner. And Hill down on strikes. A little bit of late call, but I believe it was the right call as it caught the corner there. Too close to be taken with 2 strikes.
Yeah, indeed. When you've got 2 strikes out there, you want to just swing at anything close. That one caught the outside corner of the plate. Good call by home plate umpire Robert Estep.
So one away now as McKnight heads to the plate, the right fielder. Takes the first pitch for a strike. The 0-1 pitch here from Merkin is grounded towards second, fielded cleanly by Fisher. He'll make the play over to first for out number 2. And that will bring up the catcher, Grant St. Martin, as the first 2 batters have gone down in order, and St. Martin will be left to try to keep this inning going. St. Martin batting from the right side. Merkin gets the signal. And that one taken low and outside, ball 1, 1-0. Top half of the first inning. High school baseball, if you're not familiar, goes 7 innings. As we are just underway here, top half of the first. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. We got the radar guy right in front of us here. Kind of curious how hard Merkin's bringing it.
He's averaging about 85 per pitch right now.
1-1 pitch from Merkin is fouled back for strike 2.
Right into somebody's windshield.
So St. Martin, I hit the net there, otherwise it would have. St. Martin behind in the count here, 1-2. Trying to keep this inning going. Merkin cruising along in the early going here. The 1-2 pitch is hit a mile high. And second baseman will call everybody off. Fisher is there and loses it in the sun, and it falls right in front of him. And St. Martin will be on board.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. I think you have to credit him a hit there. You can't assume he was going to make the catch, although he probably should have. But you can't assume, so you have to give him the hit there. So St. Martin on bringing up the cleanup batter, Darren Newman. And Newman hits a shot foul down the right field line. 0-1 the count. That ball was hit a mile high, and Fisher had to wait a long time for that to come down. And just lost it in the sun.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for Merkin as he made a nice pitch on that one. Got a little curve in there, got the batter to get under the ball. Unfortunately, his infielder was unable to bail him out of the inning.
Yeah, and if you are a Acalanes fan, you got to hope that does not come back to burn you here, as Merkin should be out of the inning. But we resume with the runner at first, and 0-1 count. Second pitch is taken right there for strike 2. So Newman behind in the count, 0-2, And Merkin's really dealing here in the early going.
Yeah, you don't get any better than that pitch. That one was right down the pipe, frozen rope right down.
The 0-2 pitch is taken outside and low for ball 1, 1-2. 2 away, runner at first base, just underway, top half of the first inning. Baseball Division III championship for the North Coast section. And the 1-2 pitch, runner going, is chopped towards the first baseman. Diaz knocks it down and will step on the bag for out number 3. So that will do it for the top half of the first inning. We'll head to the bottom half with no score.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here today? Tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
So Acalanes will head to the plate for their first plate appearance here. And the lineup for Acalanes, it'll be Tyler Supple will lead off, followed by Jack Vesey, then Jake Berry in the 3 spot, Grant Henderson batting 4th, A.J. Welsh 5th, Max Diaz 6th, Austin Fisher 7th, Garrett Condon in the 8th spot, and Tommy Nomura batting 9th. Grant Henderson, the cleanup batter, is the designated hitter for Acalanes. And the DH for Annalee, as I didn't mention, was Ricky Thukel Sample. So on the mound will be Darren Newman, and he will try to go to work here, bottom half of the first inning, and get his team back up at the plate with no damage done. I want to thank everyone for tuning in this afternoon on PlayOnSports.com. Again, game 1 of 2. We'll have Division 1 final for you after this one's said and done, about a half hour after this one's over. And that will be Amador Valley and De La Salle.
So your defensive setup for Annalee Tigers are going to be Evan Hill in left field, Dylan Mathias in center, Jacob McKnight in right. Your third baseman, Jacob Royer, shortstop Garrett Hill, second base, Joaquin Mecker Pacheco, and first base Sam Wells. And behind the plate, we've got Grant St. Martin, and doing the pitching is going to be Darren Newman. So that's your defensive lineups for Annalee.
Top half of the order went fairly smooth for Acalanes. The first 2 batters were retired in order. Third batter was credited with a hit, but probably a play that should have been made. And fourth batter grounds out the first, and that leads us to where we are now. And just about ready to go here in the bottom half of the second, or bottom half of the first. So Tyler Supple, the center fielder, will head to the plate. Try to get something going here for the Dons. And the first pitch is taken a little bit high for ball 1. Close, but a little bit high there as count 1-0 for Newman. And that one taken a little bit upstairs as well. Brings the count to 2-0. The 2-0 pitch from Newman is taken right down the middle for strike 1, 2-1.
Yeah, that's exactly what Newman wanted to do there. He had his first 2 pitches a little high. He had to buckle down and get one in that strike zone as he gets his first strike of this at bat.
So the 2-1 pitch is taken. That one just misses 3-1. Fairly close, but just misses 3-1 to the leadoff batter, Tyler Supple. Newman with the pitch. And Supple hits a shot to second base, fielded or knocked down. And the play over to first is just in time as Joaquin Meckler-Pacheco knocks it down and gets it on over to Wells for out number 1. And that will bring up Jack Vesey, the catcher for the Dons. So 1 away, scoreless here, bottom half of the first inning. As Newman is set and delivers, Vesey takes that one for strike 1. So 0-1, 1 away, bottom half of the first. Acalanes with their first plate appearance in this ball game. That one taken upstairs for ball 1. Again, Vesey, the catcher for the Dons. Jake Berry on the on-deck circle. 1-1 pitch is hit foul down the right side, and it will go out of play for strike 2. So 1-2. As Darren Newman got the first batter to ground out. Now he's ahead of this second batter, Jack Vesey, 1-2.
The dimensions we got here at the stadium are definitely going to give a little bit of work for these high school kids to put one out, as we've got 400 dead center and 330 down the line. So should definitely be a little bit of a deeper shot to see if any of these kids can put it out.
1-2, and that's going to hit him as Vesey is hit by a pitch, and he'll head to first, and that will bring up Barry. That one just got away from him a little bit. He was ahead of the count, 1-2. And that one hits Vesey on the shoulder and sends him to first base.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for Newman. He was just looking to make a nice little breaking ball in there, and it just didn't break. It just stayed right in the inside and ended up hitting the batter. So that's going to put Vesey on first and bring up Barry with Henderson on deck.
So Vesey will lead off for first, and Barry, the third baseman for Acalanes, stands in. And the first pitch is taken for a ball, 1-0 the count. Rather warm day outside, so you got to think these pitchers are going to start feeling it a little bit sooner than they normally would earlier in the year, as far as heat goes. 1-0 pitch is taken. That one is in there. Strike 1. Count evens up at 1 apiece.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pitch there by Newman. Exactly what you want out of your pitcher early in the count. Low and outside. Don't give him anything he can hit, but still keep it in that strike zone.
Newman looking runner back. 1-1 pitch. It's taken low for ball 2. 2-1. Grant Henderson waits on deck, the designated hitter for the Dons. Two-one pitch. And runner going. Throw to second will be not in time. And Vesey gets in there without a play. And he steals the bag. So now we have a runner at second base with 1 away.
Yeah, that was just a bad throw by St. Martin as he was looking to try to get the runner stealing. He just put it way too far off the bag. That was a little bit too difficult of a play for Hill to make the tag.
So 2-2, the count. Runner at second base, 1 out. And Newman steps off the mound, and Vesey will head back to second. A little bit of confusion there between pitcher and catcher. So the 2-2 count with 1 away. Vesey at second base. Barry the batter. No score, bottom half of the first inning, and Barry chops it right back to Newman. Newman will field it, and will make the play over to first for 1 out. The runner will advance to third base. And that will bring up Henderson with 2 away and a runner at third base. And Henderson batting from the left side. Trying to put the Dons on top in the early going here. Runner in scoring position, 2 away. And Henderson takes that one way upstairs for ball 1, and the ball gets away from the catcher, and the run will come in and score. So VC will come in from third, and will score on the pass ball. And Acalanes is on top, 1-0.
So you're going to score that a pass ball, not a wild pitch?
Yeah, I think he should have had that. It was a little bit high, but definitely a play probably should have
in
made.
His glove, that's for sure. That's unfortunate to give up an unearned run in the first inning.
Yeah, runner at third, and will come in. So now bases empty, 1-0. Don's on top, and the count 2-0 to the cleanup batter, Grant Henderson. So Newman was cruising along until he had the 1-2 count and hit VC. VC steals second, advances to third on the ground out, and scores on the pass ball. And that one is taken for ball 3. So 3-0. Newman pitching around Henderson here. What it seems hasn't really given him much. It's a hit. And the 3-0 pitch is well outside for ball 4. And Henderson on board with the walk. So we've had a hit by pitch and a walk in this first inning.
It definitely looked like he was pitching around Henderson there. He didn't give him one, not even close. But, I mean, when you have a first base open and 2 outs and the cleanup batter at bat, it is kind of smart sometimes to pitch around him. But in the first inning, I would have pitched to him and see how he reacted to the pitches.
A.J. Welsh will step to the plate now, the 5th batter. And Welsh fouls one right back towards us. There's a net and a screen, and our producer jumped out of his seat. Yeah, I'm calling you out. 0-1 the count to A.J. Welsh. One of those situations where Acalanes had the lead, but they do not have a hit. 1-0 the score as throw over to first. Henderson back in plenty of time. 0-1 count, 2 away. One is taken upstairs for ball 2. So Newman kind of laboring here in this first inning. Again, he got the first batter rather easily and was ahead of EC before he hit him. And then from that point, kind of struggled.
Yeah, he's already at 21 pitches in this inning.
The 2-1 count to Welsh. Runner at first, and that one is taken for a strike, and that evens up the count.
That was a much-needed strike.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't want to fall behind any further than he was there. So big strike there, 2-2, and big batter here, get out of the inning with only that 1 run coming across. And if there's any consolation, if you're Newman, is that you didn't give up a hit, and that runner came in. So it was kind of a miscue on your part with the hits batsman, and then the stolen base, and then the pass ball by the catcher.
So the umpire has 1 and 2. I had 2 and 2.
Yeah, that's. It looks like the official count will be 1 and 2 as Welsh will foul that one off. Or they say he swung and missed. Okay, he didn't get a piece of it, just swung and missed. Catcher didn't handle it cleanly and makes the throw over to the first for the final out, and that will do it for the first inning. So credit Newman with the strikeout there. But Acalanes does get a run, and we'll head to the top half of the second with the Dons on top, 1-0.
Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
I'm Andrew Jensen alongside Jason Patterson here from St. Mary's College in Moraga, California for this Division III baseball championship for the North Coast section. We'll head to the top half of the second. It'll be the DH, Ricky Thukel-Sample, followed by Sam Wells, and then Ryan Mathias are the scheduled batters. Annalee with one hit on the base hit, kind of a generous base hit from Grant St. Martin with that high pop-up, but fell down for the hit on a play that probably should have been made, or I would say should have been made.
I definitely think it should have been made as well.
But it's one of those situations where you got to credit him a hit when no glove was put on it.
Right.
And it was, you can't assume he was going to make the catch.
Leading off, Ricky Thorkel-Sample.
First pitch taken for a strike as the DH, Thorkel-Sample, takes strike one from Merkin, who really sailed through that first inning. This one taken just inside, evens up the count, 1-1. What I like about Merkin, he really moves quick out there.
Yeah, he's definitely keeping a nice pace. He's keeping it at his own nice little pace here, keeping it moving.
1-1 count. That one taken outside, 2-1. Top half of the second inning, 1-0. Dons on top. And the 2-1 pitch is fouled back that evens up the count at 2-2. Sam Wells, the first baseman, waits on deck for Annalee. And the 2-2 pitch is delivered and taken just upstairs for ball 3.
That was a good pitch by Merkin there. He wanted him to offer at the high one. He almost got him to do it.
That was a good pitch, and I would say most people would go after that with 2 strikes, but Thorkel-Sample does a good job holding off, and the count is full. Merkin fires, and this one hit a mile down the right field line foul, and it just goes out of play, and the count will remain 3-2. So nobody out here in the top half of the second. Full count. Merkin ready. Merkin fires and hit right back to him. It deflects off his leg. Picked up by the second baseman Fisher, but can't make the play. And you'll have to credit Thorkel-Sample with the hit there, as that one was hit a million miles per hour right back up the middle and hit Merkin's leg and deflected to the second baseman, but not in time, as Thorkel-Sample will get on base with the second hit of the game.
Yeah, that was one heck of a comebacker right there, right at Merkin. He was able to get his leg in front of it, and it deflected, like you said, right to the second baseman. But he was kind of off balance as it did a deflection, so he wasn't running in the right direction. And he did an off-balance throw, was unable to get the runner at first. So that's going to put a runner on with no outs.
And Sam Wells now will head to the plate, the first baseman. With a runner on, nobody out.
Yeah, Don's looking to, or excuse me, the Tigers are looking to get some runs on there.
Well, they got the leadoff man on, and that normally leads to good things. We'll see if they can make that count here, as first pitch is taken low and away for ball 1, 1-0. Top half of the second inning. Nobody out, runner at first. Merkin set to deliver. And the 1-0 pitch is fouled back for strike one. That one will hit towards someone's car. That one missed the net.
That's a windshield.
I tell you, anytime I go to a softball or baseball or park near a softball or baseball field where there's a game going on, I make sure I park out of the way. I don't mind walking the extra little bit compared to getting the shattered windshield.
Yeah, definitely. A couple extra feet. Well worth it.
1-1 pitch taken outside, ball 2. As Ryan Mathias waits on deck. Wells ahead of the count, 2-1. He hits a grounder towards first base. It gets past the first baseman, Diaz, and thrown out from right to first base. And you don't see that very often.
No, not at all.
I looked down for a second to score a base hit, and I looked up and there was an out. So that was, that's one of those you won't see very often, a 9-3 put out.
So that's going to bring Dylan Mathias to the plate.
Excuse me, I was calling him Ryan. Dylan Mathias. I apologize. I write like a third grader. 1 out, so I apologize to Dylan. That one taken inside, ball 1.
What a play out there in right field by Candu, though. He ended up getting the runner at first. I'm still not over that one.
The runner does advance to second. But, yeah, I mean, that's one of those, you look at a scorecard, and very rarely do you see a 9-3 put out. Taken down low for a ball, 2-0. 1 out. As the first baseman Wells is put out, and Matthias, the center fielder now, at the plate. Hits a high pop-up towards short. Let's see if they can make this play. Welsh is there, makes the out for out number 2. And that brings up Jacob Royer, the third baseman. So Royer comes up with a runner in scoring position. His team trails 1-0 in the top half of the second.
Yeah, if he could put one of these in the gap, it'll bring the runner home easily, as they've got a little bit of room out there in between the left fielder and center fielder. So they got him shaded right out there in the outfield.
Merkin's pitch is taken for a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, there really is a huge hole in between Supple and Namora out there in center and left field.
Yeah, big gap there, and Namora playing fairly shallow as well. Swung on and missed for strike 2. So Merkin ahead in the count, 0-2. Yes, Thukel Sample is on second base after he had the leadoff single, advanced to second on the putout, on that 9-3 putout. And now we have a runner at second, 2 out. The 0-2 pitch is taken for strike 3. Hit the corner, beautiful pitch, and that will do it for the top half of the second. We'll head to the bottom half of the second inning as Acalanes is on top, 1-0.
It's the last day of events here in the North Coast section, but you can relive all the great games we covered in the 2012-2013 season by going to our on-demand page. Catch all the great highlights from the high school sports season right here on your destination for high school sports in the North Coast section, playonsports.com.
I'm Andrew Jensen alongside Jason Patterson. Again, our producer is Nathan Schemmel. Can't say your name right today. And Justin Gorley, our videographer, fighting the elements outside in this 85-degree day. Tough job for Justin out there. It's actually hotter in the press box where we are than it is outside.
This is a press box? I thought this was a sauna.
It could double today. Save yourself a trip to the gym today.
It is a beautiful day for baseball, though.
Definitely.
You don't get any better than this. Not a whole lot of wind, as you can see out there by that American flag out there in right center. It's pretty just stale. It's absolutely beautiful for baseball.
Beautiful field here, surrounded by trees behind the fences in the outfield. Nothing but trees. Beautiful campus here at St. Mary's. Great athletic program here. And very nice of them to allow the North Coast section to play their games here.
Yeah, definitely. Again, like you said, a beautiful field. It's like a little secret hidden field out in the middle of the woods with all these trees outside the fences.
Again, St. Mary's out of the West Coast Conference. Baseball season is over for most, and some are still duking it out, but for most teams, their season is complete. So Diaz will head to the plate and takes the first pitch for a strike, drops in. Looked a little high, but dropped there at the last second for strike 1.
Yeah, that was a nice breaking ball there by Newman. As just like you said, it looked high and ended up breaking into the strike zone nicely.
So the 0-1 pitch from Newman is taken a little bit high, evens up the count, 1 apiece.
Yeah, he was looking for that exact same pitch, and that one just ended up ending a little high. Didn't get as much of a break as the first one.
Acalanes leads 1-0, but they're looking for their first hit. 1-1 pitch taken low and outside, ball 2. If you're just joining us, the lone run came on a pass ball. Jack Vesey was hit by a pitch. He stole second and advanced to third on a ground out and then scored on the pass ball, but no hit was recorded. That one inside. And the count 3-1.
Yeah, Newman started this at bat with a beautiful curveball to get over for the first pitch strike, and since then he just hasn't been able to locate that strike zone again.
Definitely don't want to walk a leadoff guy. Good things don't happen when you walk leadoff batters. And the 3-1 pitch is going to be just that, a walk to Diaz, the leadoff batter, and that will bring up Austin Fisher.
Yeah, Newman looking like he's just having a little bit of trouble controlling the height of his pitch. He's got it located east and west just fine, but north and south he's having a little bit of trouble. So that's going to put a runner on for Acalanes.
So Diaz at first base, Fisher at the plate, and he'll take that one for a ball. So Newman, like you said, got that first pitch across and has thrown 5 consecutive balls now. And that first pitch that did cross out the last second. Yeah, so
barely got in there.
Having a tough time finding the play here. 1-0. That one hit a mile high and back foul.
I got it.
And will head right by a car. I heard it hit pavement, not a car. And that evens up the count at 1 apiece. Of course, all the fans that park there are doing so at their own risk. Can't expect North Coast section or St. Mary's to help with any damages done. Pickoff move, and the runner gets back in time. Ball scoots away momentarily from Wells, but he's able to recover it without any further damage.
Yeah, Newman just trying to keep an eye on Diaz as he's already felt the wrath of what a stolen base can do in this game, as that's what led to the only run for Acalanes.
So 1-1, the count, and that one curves and hits the corner, 1-2. Nice pitch from Newman.
And he's got a nasty, nasty curveball. When he can locate that strike zone with that curveball, it looks like it's going to be a difficult pitch to hit.
So 1-2 runner at first base. No one out. Bottom half of the second inning. Don's on top of the Tigers. 1-0. The 1-2 pitch is hit for a base hit to right field. And do we have another put out at first?
I'm going to say no.
No, the umpire didn't do anything. It was close. You think he would have somewhat gave you a signal one way or the other, but and credit a hit there for Fisher as he had a shot to right field, but that was awfully close to seeing 2 9-3 putouts in consecutive innings.
Yeah, I thought
he had him.
I thought he did too.
Well, the umpire has hit his no signal and just equates to a safe. So now we have a runner at first and second, nobody out, and that brings up the number 8 batter, Garrett Condon. I wonder how many times you see a 9-3 put out in a game, let alone in consecutive innings. As Condon squares to bunt, and he did not go. They appeal the first. 1-0 the count. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Division III championship game for the North Coast section.
We've got the old doubleheader here at St. Mary's College, Division III, followed by your Division I game. That's going to be between Amador Valley and De La Salle.
2 football powers bringing it to the
well, De La Salle is pretty
field.
much a powerhouse in any sport they decide they want to play.
They play hopscotch. They'll probably be
the best.
But really known for their football prowess. Good at everything, but football is really how they
most definitely
known nationwide. Fake throw over second, runner's back. Bottom half of the second inning, 1-0 the score. Infield playing on the grass here. Charging in for the bunt as that one is taken for a ball. 2-0 the count. Darren Newman really struggling here. And now he's going to get a visit from his catcher, St. Martin. Actually, the whole team will come up and chat for a minute. So 2-0 the count as we have a brief timeout on the field as coaching staff and teams want to talk it over with Newman, who's really struggling here as he's given up
It's our best tire value promise.
a hit in the walk.
Every tire we sell. West
And now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
it's communities. It's
Yeah, he definitely needs to buckle down here. You've got a runner standing about 120 feet away. So they are in scoring position, but you're controlling your own destiny right now. If you can buckle down and get an out here at home plate, you'll be looking a whole lot better. So he needs to just worry about that batter, not the runners.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at this point,
Strike out,
Get an
double
out.
play, and you're out of this inning.
2-0 after the conference is complete. This time taken for a strike. As Condon squared the bunt originally, then pulled back as if he was going to swing, but took it for strike one. So 2-1 the count. Nobody out. As Newman sets, as Condon this time will square again. And he'll keep it square. He gets it down. They make a play over to third, and they get the lead runner. As Condon's bunt was a little too hard, and Newman fielded it on the run, so he had an easy throw over to third as he caught that all in one stride and made the play. So that's a 1-5 put out, fielder's choice for Condon as he reaches first.
Tommy Nomura.
And Tommy Nomura now will head to the plate with one away, and runners remain at first and second. Yeah, that one bunted just a little bit too hard, and Newman was in perfect position.
Yeah, they're looking to bunt over the runners again. Still trying to play that small ball.
So Nomura will try to get these runners into scoring position, or get both of them into scoring position, I should say, as one is already there. So it was Diaz that was thrown out at third, and the other players, Fisher moves over to second, and Condon will be on at first. Count evened at one apiece, one out. Number 9 batter Nomura batting from the left side as Tyler Supple, the leadoff man, waits on deck. Newman ready to go. The 1-1 pitch is chopped towards first and fielded cleanly by Wells, and he'll tag Nomura for the out. And that will bring up Supple with runners at second and third. So the runners do advance. But now there is two away.
With 2 outs, now batting center fielder Tyler Supple.
So Supple will try to add on to this lead for the Dons with runners at second and third. He grounded out to second base his first plate appearance.
Yeah, despite all the runners that Acalanes has had the entire game, they still have only been able to put up one hit, excuse me.
And Supple will take that one. Just misses for a strike. You get some grumbling from the Annalise fan base over here. That one didn't look like it missed by much. And Supple hits a shot to left field. That has a chance. Way back, and it will fall over the left fielder's head. Both runners will score, and Supple is in there with the stand-up double.
What a shot indeed by Supple, as that one did have a chance to go. It hit right at the base of the 330 mark. So that one traveled at least 325 feet and almost got over to that fence. So that's going to be a 2 RBI double for Supple. That's going to put these Dons up 3-0 already in just the second inning.
Fisher and Condon come in to score, and talk about a clutch hit with 2 outs. Supple hit that right on the nose. And now Jack Vesey will head to the plate with a chance to tack on, as Vesey was hit by a pitch his first plate appearance, and now he has a chance at runner at second base. And Vesey will take that first one for a ball. 1-0 the count.
So VC is still 0-0 with a run scored right now on the day.
Yes, ball 1. And VC hits a shot to short, fielded cleanly by Hill, and Hill will make the play over to first for out number 3. But the damage is done as Tyler Supple hits a drive to left field for a long double and drives in 2 in the process as the Dons increase their lead to 3-0 over Annalee. Almost done with their rookie year. As we are here in the top half of the third inning, 3-0. Acalanes on top over Annalee. And Evan Hill is the leadoff batter, takes the first pitch for a strike. So Hill, the number 9 batter, will be followed by Garrett Hill, and then Jake McKnight are the scheduled batters.
So that's your 9-1-2 slots, in case you're trying to keep track at home.
And that one taken for a strike. So Evan Hill, the left fielder, his first plate appearance, will take that one outside for ball 1.
Yeah, Merkin is looking fairly good throughout these first couple innings. He's had a couple of opportunities to have some runs scored against him, but has buckled down and able to stay with a big 0 on the run section.
Evan Hill hits a foul ball down the left field line, but no one can catch up to it, so it remains strike 2. And the 1-2 pitch is hit towards third, and it will be backhanded by Welsh, the shortstop, but he won't be able to make the play in time, and credit Evan Hill with the base hit, the number 9 batter. And that will bring up the top of the order with the runner at first. So just what Annalee was looking for, trying to get their leadoff guy on, and they do just that.
Yeah, you can't expect anything better from your number 9 hole than a base hit to lead off the inning.
So Garrett Hill, who led things off with the strikeout, will get his second plate appearance here in this ball game. Runner at first, and Garrett Hill, the shortstop, will take the first pitch for ball 1. Live from St. Mary's College here in Moraga, California, just outside of Oakland. The 1-0 pitch is hit down the right field line. It's fair. Garrett Hill will be held to a single, and there will be a play at third. No, Evan Hill will slide in safe. So Garrett Hill with the base hit. Evan Hill advances to third, and we have runners at the corners with nobody out.
Yeah, that was just a shot down the first base line. Diaz tried to put a glove on it, and it just trickled past him out to Candu. And Candu should have caught Hill running to third.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Barry was unable to control that ball as it bounced in front of him. And Hill is going to be standing on third with his brother standing on first.
So McKnight will head to the plate. He grounded out the second, his first plate appearance. Now he has a chance to do some damage with runners at the corners and nobody out.
Yeah, that's exactly what Annalee needed to try to get back in this game. We're trailing by 3 runs only in the third inning, and they come out to start the third inning with runners now on the corners and no outs.
1-0 pitch, and there's a shot towards center field, It's going to be played and caught by Supple, and there will be no play at the plate as Hill is brought back to third. So McKnight hits one right on the nose, but it's right at the center fielder.
Yeah, Supple was playing him rather shallow. Had he been playing regular depth, that would have been a little blooper right over the second baseman's head. But Supple playing him shallow perfectly. Hill thought that one was going to fall in, and so he wasn't able to tag up on third. So that's going to keep the runners stationary with one out, runner still on the corners, and that's going to bring up St. Martin to the plate.
St. Martin was the one that hit that mile-high pop-up that fell for a base hit in the first inning.
Mile high indeed. That one was really, really high.
So St. Martin, the catcher, he is 1 for 1. Runners at the corners. We'll see what he can do. Runner going. And Hill, they'll fake the throw to second. They'll concede the stolen base as Garrett Hill will get to second without a play. And you see that a lot at the high school level where when there's runners at the corners, you'll steal and hope the catcher will throw it down, and as he throws down, the runner at third will come home. But VC did a good job there, not allowing that to happen. Shot towards third. It's going to get through for a base hit. 1 run in. It gets past the left fielder, and Hill will be waved around, and he will score without a play. And a base hit, 2 RBI for Grant St. Martin. And he is 2 for 2 on the day. And just like that, Annalee trails only by 1.
Yeah, just like you said it, just like that. That's a perfect way to come out to start this top of the third. They get their first 2 runners on, and then they get an out, and then they score. Beautiful, beautiful playing.
And Darren Newman, the pitcher, now will head to the plate. He'll take the first one for a ball. Still only 1 away.
Yeah.
Annalee with 5 hits in this ball game, but they trail 3-2.
Yeah, just like you said, Annalee's only got 1 out, so still some damage that could be done here.
And that one taken, it looks like it hit. It did. 4 strike 1. 1-1 the count. As Darren Newman, the pitcher, looking to help himself here. And Newman hits a high chop foul out of play. 1-2 the count. Grant St. Martin at first base. And Newman looking to move him along. 1-2 pitch, and St. Martin is going. And there's a drive towards right, and it will be caught by Condon. And he will double up St. Martin. Now, St. Martin was running on the play, and a double play will end this top half of the third inning, and we'll head to the bottom half of the third with Acalanes on top by 1 as Annalee is able to get 2 of those back. 3-2 is the score here on PlayOnSports.com. Back here on PlayOnSports.com as we are the bottom half of the third inning.
So a little bit of defensive changes here.
And right off the bat, Jake Berry singles to right field, and the leadoff man on for Acalanes.
So your new pitcher for Annalee is going to be Jay Wagner, and that's going to put Newman at shortstop and move Garrett Hill over to second base.
New pitcher, number 12, Jay Wagner. Now batting, Grant Henderson.
As the cleanup batter, Grant Henderson comes up. He was walked on 4 pitches, his first plate appearance. And now he'll take this one for strike one, the first strike he has seen this game, and he is behind 0-1. So runner at first, nobody out. Henderson, the cleanup batter, DH. Hits one towards left field, just foul. Just foul down the line. And the count is 0-2.
Yeah, Acalanes is looking to answer back to what Annalee put up in the bottom half of the third, or excuse me, the top half of the third, as they already got a runner on first with no outs.
Time called as the foul ball is retrieved. So 0-2. Runner at first. Wagner's pitch is taken for ball one, and I'm sure you folks at home can hear the crowd not very happy with home plate umpire there.
Yeah, I don't think anybody in the all dark blue jerseys agreed with that pitch, as even the catcher, St. Martin, was expecting to get their batter rung up on that one.
So 1-2 the pit, or 1-2 the count to Henderson. And Henderson will hit a little chopper to short. They get the force play at second, and that is it. So Henderson on with the fielder's choice, and Barry out at second base. And that brings up A.J. Welsh, who struck out his first plate appearance. Now we have one away and runner at first.
With one out, now batting the shortstop, A.J. Welsh.
So Welsh batting in the 5 spot. Shortstop. And he looks at that one a little bit outside. Ball one. Bottom half of the third inning. 3-2 Acalanes on top of Annalee. The 1-0 pitch. And Welsh will hit that towards the hole. It gets through, a base hit between short and third. And runners at first and second now for the first baseman, Max Diaz. Diaz walked his first plate appearance.
Yeah, Acalanes is starting to get a little something going now. Got 2 on, 1 out with Diaz coming to the plate.
And we have a pinch runner coming in. And it looks like it's going to be
Henry Baglietto, who's going to be coming in for Henderson to pinch run.
Henderson will be allowed to return to the game.
Baglietto.
So Baglietto will get some action here as he heads to second base, get a little bit more speed out in scoring position. Diaz, who walked his first plate appearance, will head to the plate now with runners at first and second, one away. Wagner's pitch is taken for a ball, 1-0 to start things off. One and 0, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Baglietto and Welsh are the base runners. 1-0 pitch taken outside, ball 2. So Jay Wagner coming in here in the third inning, replacing Darren Newman. And he finds himself in a little bit of a jam with runners at first and second. 2-0 pitch is grounded to first. Fielded cleanly by Wells. Steps on the bag for out number 1, and that's all he'll get. So the runners will advance. Runners now at second and third with 2 away. And that brings up Austin Fisher, who singled his first plate appearance.
With 2 outs. Now batting second baseman, Austin Fisher.
So if Fisher can add some runs here, as his team leads by 1, he'll have 2 runners in scoring position. Wagner delivers, and Fisher will take it for strike 1. So 0-1. Wagner would love to get out of this jam with no runs coming across.
Yeah, most definitely, especially with getting their first 2 runs the last inning.
You do a good job clawing right back, and you definitely don't want to trade runs here, as that one is fouled towards the left side for strike 2.
That one was a little bit of off speed there. Took a little bit off. That one was coming in at 66 miles an hour.
So Fisher, the second baseman for the Dons. Down in the count 0-2. 2 away, runners at second and third. Wagner, the pitcher, getting the signs. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that's taken outside, ball 1. Good pitch there by Wagner. You're heading the count 0-2. Try to get him to chase a little bit. Brings up a 1-2 count.
Yeah, anytime you're a pitcher and you're ahead 0-2, you definitely have some pitches to waste. Try to get them to offer at one that's out of the strike zone. Get yourself a free strikeout.
So 2 away, the 1-2 pitch, and Fisher fouls that one back to remain 1-2.
I like the pitch selection there, as he's going to come in and pitch him inside, jam him a little bit. Fisher was able to foul that one off, so nice little battle here between Fisher and Wagner.
1-2, as Wagner is taking a long time to get the signal he likes. Now he's set, the 1-2 pitch. And Fisher, did he hold up? No, he did not. He went around for strike 3. So runners stranded at second and third, but no damage done. And that will do it for the third inning. We'll head to the top half of the fourth as Acalanes is on top by 1, 3-2 here on PlayOnSports.com. Back here, top half of the fourth inning, as Annalee heads to the plate. And pitch 1 taken for a ball to Ricky Thukel-Sample, who, I'll check that, it was a strike 1. And that one taken for a ball. So 1-1 the count as Thukel-Sample singled his last plate appearance. Count even that 1 apiece top half of the fourth. And there's a chop to second. Fisher charging, play to first, easy out for out number 1. And that brings up Sam Wells, who had that 9-3 put out, right field to first base, which looked like a single, but thrown out. As Wells, the first baseman, he'll be followed by Dylan Mathias. And those are the scheduled batters here in the fourth. First pitch taken for a strike. From 1 out, 0-1 pitch. Taken again for a strike, 0-2. So Merkin moving quickly. Head 0-2 to the first baseman, Wells. And that one is swung on and missed for strike 3. So Merkin just blew through Wells on 3 pitches.
Yeah, you don't get any better than that if you're a pitcher. A 3-pitch at bat, 3 straight strikes, and you get an out on the board. Beautiful. So that's going to bring on 2 outs already, and up to the plate, Jacob Royer, or Dylan Mathias.
Yeah, and he popped out his first plate appearance. Now with 2 outs, nobody on. Merkin cruising through the first couple batters here in the fourth. That one taken for a strike.
Yeah, Merkin, anytime he's pitching those fastballs, he's averaging about 85, 86 miles an hour. So nice little amount of heat on there for a high school pitcher.
The 0-1 pitch, and does not hit the corner.
His curveball is averaging about 70 miles an hour, so he's got a nice little break on it. Still a nice amount of speed for his curveball.
Count evens up at 1 apiece. That one way outside, 4-2. So Mathias, center fielder, trying to keep this inning going as his Tigers trail by 1, 3-2. They out-hit the Dons, but they are trailing on the scoreboard by 1. That one outside as well. So Merkin gets through the first couple batters without a problem, and he falls behind here, 3-1. 3-1 pitch, and foul back. Count is full. As Jake Royer, waits on deck. Full count here to Mathias. Again, 0 for 1 so far today. Merkin set, delivers, and that one taken for ball 4. Didn't miss by much, but misses, and Mathias is on board with 2 away.
So just like you said, he cruised through the first 2 batters, and then he gives up a 2-out walk to Mathias. So that's going to bring up Jacob Royer to the plate with the tying run, standing on first base.
So Royer, the third baseman, hits a high foul ball out of play for strike 1. So Merkin gets ahead of Royer, and that's always a key, getting ahead of batters. Give you a little bit more flexibility. Pickoff move as Mathias is able to get back in time. 0-1 the count. Merkin set and delivers, and that one is taken for ball 1.
So pretty solid strike zone for the home plate umpire, Robert Estep. Not giving anything unneeded. That's a nice blooper.
Ooh, a diving attempt, and the play is made by the right fielder, Condon, as he makes a play to end the inning. That ball was hit sharply, but beautiful play by the right fielder, and that will do it for the top half of the fourth. We'll head to the bottom half as the Dons still on top by 1, 3-2. Back here on PlayOnSports.com as we have a 3-2 ball game as Acalanes leads by 1 over Annalee as we head to the bottom half of the fourth, and it's going to be Garrett Gondon, Tommy Nomura, and Tyler Supple. First pitch taken, just missed for what it looks like ball 1. Wagner still on the mound here for the Tigers. For the 1-0 pitch, Wagner fires, and that one swung on and missed. Right fielder is 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice, his first plate appearance. 1-1 pitch, that one way outside and a little bit low, 2-1. Bottom half of the fourth again in high school. High school baseball goes 7 innings, so crunch time coming up here. Wagner fists that one over towards right, the first baseman, but foul, and the count evens up at 2 apiece. Moore waits on deck.
Start looking for the other
2-2 pitch is chopped towards third, fielded by Royer, makes the throw to first in time for out number 1. That brings up Tommy Nomura, grounded out in his first plate appearance. 1 away here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. One away, and the first pitch to Nomura, he squares to bunt, lays down a bunt, but it goes foul for strike 1. So Nomura will be behind on the count here, 0-1 after that failed bunt attempt, trying to get the Tiger defense off guard.
Yeah, St. Martin was a little lucky that one went foul, as it looked like he was going to have a little bit of trouble fielding that one.
And the 0-1 pitch, chop foul for strike 2. So Nomura finds himself down in the count, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. And Nomura hits a little flare that's going to drop in for a base hit to left field. Just hit that right in the perfect spot. And Nomura will be on board with 1 away, and that brings up the top of the order as Tyler Supple comes up. And the last time he was up, he drove in 2 runs.
Yeah, with a 330-foot shot out to left field as he almost put it out over that fence. Got right at the base of it. See if he can't do that again with a runner on first base and only 1 out.
So runner at first with 1 away, and Supple squares the bunt, and he'll take it for a strike, 0-1. Jack VC waits on deck. Supple 1 for 2, grounded out his first plate appearance and hit the double his last appearance. Supple will take that one outside for ball 1. That evens up the count at 1 apiece with 1 away. One, 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. As Wagner steps off the mound, sends Nomura back to first base. 1-1 pitch. Hit foul. Out of play. 1-2. And reaching crunch time here if you're a Tiger fan as they trail by 1. They have 3 plate appearances left in regulation time anyway. As we're in the bottom half of the 4th. The 1-2 pitch is hit towards short, backhanded, but there'll be no play, and you're going to credit Supple with the infield single. As Nomura will head to second, Supple will go to first, and the second batter in the number 2 hole, Jack Vesey, will head to the line. Hit by a pitch and grounded out in his plate appearances. And now we're going to have a conference at the mound again as we have 1 away and runners at first and second. And if you're Annalee right here, you definitely don't want to give up any more runs. You have 9 more outs to work with on the offensive side. You don't want to trail by any more than 1. So a good conference here by coaching staff of Annalee to make sure this one doesn't produce any runs in this bottom half of the 4th.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to give Acalanes any more room because they are already up 3-2. They do not need to get any insurance runs late into this crunch time, as you're liking to call it, getting here late into this ball game. As you have mentioned, high school baseball games only go 7 innings. So bottom of the 4th, this is definitely starting to get down to it. Runners on first and second with only 1 out. And this Annalee team does not want to give up any more runs.
And not only that, you have the heart of the order coming up right now, the 2 and 3 batters at least, because there's 1 out. So you don't want any damage to occur here. So a good conference there to try to settle down Wagner. So runners at first and second. Wagner, that one's in the dirt, and the runners are going to advance. So that's the last thing you want coming out of that conference at the mound is for a ball to get past the catcher and have the runners advance.
Yeah, that was definitely unfortunate, as all runners are going to advance, like you said. So now we have runners in scoring position, 1 out, standing on third and second. So Acalanes looking a little bit better here, looking to try to get some insurance runs in this inning.
You got the meaty order coming in. Vesey, Barry, and Henderson are your big bats, and they're all lurking here in the bottom half of the 4th. Check swing could not hold up for strike 1. Count evens up at 1 apiece. So 1 out, 1-1 the count. Runners at second and third, bottom half of the 4th. Here's a ground ball right in the perfect spot. It gets to first base for a base hit. 1 run will score as that rolled in the right field. Second baseman is playing the complete opposite spot. And credit Vesey with a RBI single.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're supposed to do in the game of baseball is put the ball where the players aren't. And that's exactly what he did. He put it right in between the first and second baseman, snuck it right out there into the outfield. That's going to give him an RBI single. So now Acalanes are now up 4-2. Still only 1 out, runners on the corner. So it's time for this Annalee team to try to buckle down and minimize this damage as they've already given up 1 in this inning.
Jake Berry singled his last plate appearance. Runners at the corners after that RBI single that sent Tommy Nomura home. 4-2. Don's on top. Berry takes that one for strike 1. Now that last hit there by Vesey, not necessarily hit hard, but hit in the right place. Looked like it maybe got off the end of the bat, but no one was there where he hit it. The old fake pick off to third, try to throw to first. Doesn't fool anybody.
I still think that should be called a balk, but that's just me. Yeah, 'tis a bit warm.
0-1 the count. And that one taken for a ball to Barry. Barry's 1 for 2. We're starting to see some fans from the other team come in. We have some De La Salle t-shirts out there coming in and enjoying the game here before theirs is scheduled to begin. Chop back to the pitcher. over to second for one, first for two, double play. And that is exactly what the Tigers ordered, as Barry hit it sharply, but fielded cleanly by Wagner, makes the play to second and over to first for out number 2 and 3. So that will do it for the fourth. We'll head to the top half of the fifth with Acalanes on top 4-2. As we are back here, the top half of the fifth inning. And it is Evan Hill along with as Merkin is still in pitching here for the Dons. Evan Hill, the batter, singled his last plate appearance. And he's quickly behind 0-2, and Merkin will get him to chop to second base. Fielded cleanly by Fisher, over to Diaz for the out. So one away quickly as Evan Hill grounds out to second base, and that will bring up the top of the order.
Now batting, second baseman, Garrett Hill.
Garrett Hill now at the plate. And Merkin delivers. That one low and inside, ball one. So down to 8 outs remaining here for Annalee as they trail by 1. Still plenty of time, trail by 2. 4-2 is the score. As Garrett Hill fouls that one back for a strike. 1-2 the count. That was a big run that the Dons were able to score in that last bottom half of the inning.
No, I definitely agree. It kind of deflated any kind of momentum that Annalee was trying to build up.
And a ground out there from Garrett Hill as the play is made over the first easily for out number 2. And that brings up Jake McKnight, who is 0-2 in this ballgame. So Merkin really moving along here. Getting the pitches where he wants them, and the fielders helping him out behind them.
He's approaching that 70-pitch mark right now is Merkin.
1-0 after that opening ball as this one chopped foul to even up the count at 1-1. One pitch, way outside in the dirt for ball 2. As Jake McKnight batting in the 2 spot here, the right fielder for Annalee trying to get something going, get some kind of momentum. This one chopped to short, fielded cleanly by Welsh. Fires to first for out number 3. So 3 ground outs in a very fast top half of the 5th. And we'll head to the bottom half with the Dons still on top, 4-2 here on PlayOnSports.com.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here today? Tell your school to sign up for the Play on Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Back here, bottom half of the 5th inning.
There's going to be a new pitcher for the Annalee Tigers. It's going to be Dominic Padilla.
The 3rd pitcher here this afternoon. And Acalanes is trying to get some insurance runs here as they bring up their cleanup batter, Grant Henderson, who reached on a fielder's choice his last plate appearance and walked on his first. So 4-2, Acalanes has the lead, looking to tack on to that here in the bottom half of the 5th. Padilla's first pitch is taken for a strike. Got the lefty on lefty action here. 0-1 from Padilla is taken upstairs, ball 1. Again, this is the North Coast Section Division III Championship game live at St. Mary's College here in Moraga. Beautiful facilities here. On the 1-1 pitch, taken for ball 2, 2-1. Baseball field right next door to the softball field where we have action going on, and our Play on Sports crews are there as well. 2-1 pitch. And a little nubber towards third base, and a charging grab for out number 1 as Royer has it, and Henderson is retired. That brings up A.J. Welsh, who is 1 for 2, singled his last at bat.
Yeah, Padilla and the Tigers desperately need a 1-2-3 inning and try to get their batters back up to the plate and get some runners on so they can try to dig into this 2-run deficit late in this game.
Taken for ball 1. Welsh laid off that one. It looked fairly good, but maybe just a little bit outside. 1-0. That one in dirt for ball 2. Diaz waits on deck. first baseman. Acalanes is trying to tack on to their 4-2 lead. And the 2-0 pitch. Taken for a ball. 3-0.
Yeah, he's not missing by much there, as we've had 2 pitches out of these 3 that have been real close.
So Dominic Padilla behind 3-0. That one taken for a ball. So 4 straight balls to Welsh, who is on board with the walk. And that brings up Max Diaz with the runner on first base. And we may have another pinch runner here.
So coming into the game is going to be number 18, Casey Harrington, who is now going to be your runner standing on first base.
A little bit more speed from Harrington compared to Welsh. So Harrington on first base. And Padilla, the lefty, fires it for a ball in the dirt. So he's struggling finding the strike zone. 5 straight balls here from Padilla. And now he's going to have a visit from his catcher. St. Martin will go out and have a chat with him. At this point, you just want get something across the plate and let your defense go to work instead of giving them free passes. So the 1-0 pitch from Padilla as he is looking on the runner. He fires, and that one is swung on, chopped to third. Nice play. Over to second for 1 out, to first, not in time. But a nice play nonetheless by Royer on that high hop. Gets the lead runner for out number 2.
Yeah, definitely a good play. He was able to get the nice glove on it, put a nice throw to second base. It looked like he was going to be close no matter which base he went to. Decided to get that lead runner. So that's going to bring up 2 outs with only 1 on.
And Austin Fisher will head to the plate. And instead of a runner in scoring position, that runner is still at first. And pickoff move. Diaz back in Welsh back in plenty of time. Two away, runner at first. Fisher, the batter. He hits a high pop in between right and second. Right fielder calls him off and makes the catch for out number 3. So that will do it for the 5th inning. We'll head to the 6th with the Dons on top, 4-2.
Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us on Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/playonnetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.
So back here, the top half of the 6th inning, as time is definitely becoming a factor now for the Tigers. as they have their 3, 4, 5 batters scheduled as they trail 4-2. Yeah, St. Martin takes first pitch for a strike. Oh and 1. That one inside evens up the count at 1 apiece. One pitch is hit to right field. Misplayed initially, but able to correct himself and make the play is McKnight for out number 1.
Now stepping to the plate, number 2, Darren Newman.
And Darren Newman now will head to the plate with 1 away in this top half of the 6th. So 1 out. And the count 0-1. Newman takes that one for a strike, so he's quickly behind 0-2. And that one misses, but not by much for ball 1. 1-2 the count. Tigers down to their final 5 outs as we are here in the top half of the 6th. And Newman able to lay off that low pitch there for a ball. And it evens up the count at 2-2. Two pitch, low for ball 3.
Merkin approaching that 80 pitch mark, still got the solid 85 mile an hour average on all of his fastballs.
Yeah, Merkin doesn't want a leadoff walk here, so the full count pitch, or not leadoff walk, but a walk with an out. And fouling it back is Newman to keep the count full. And the full count pitch from Merkin is taken for a ball. And that will send Newman over to first. And the tying run will come to the plate with 1 out.
Now batting, Ricky Tuckle-Sample.
So Michael Sample will head to the plate here as he is 1 for 2. Runner at first trying to get something going. His team trails by 2. He has 1 out. Swung on a miss. Play at first is not in time. Close. Newman was leaning, but he gets back in time.
He was trying to keep him honest over there on first base.
So no balls, 1 strike. That one taken for a strike. 0-2 with 1 out to the designated hitter. Sam Wells waits on deck. Chopper to second. They're going to have to hurry. Flip with the glove, and the out is made. As Fisher fueled it with the glove and didn't have time to exchange it to his hand, just flipped it over with his glove and made the play.
Yeah, very nice there. Sometimes you don't have time to transfer the ball from your glove to your hand. So he just went ahead and scooped it with the ball in the glove, made a nice play. It's going to advance the runner to second.
And Sam Wells now, who is 0 for 2 with the runner in scoring position and 2 away, takes the first pitch for a ball. Top half of the 6th. Pickoff play to second, and he got him. He was leaning off. Newman almost got picked off in first earlier, and he is picked off here at second. And that will end the top half of the 6th. You don't want to end an inning on a pickoff move, especially when you're trailing late in the ball game. But that's what happened there, and we'll head to the bottom half of the 6th with the Dons on top, 4-2.
It's the last day of events here in the North Coast section, but you can relive all the great games we covered in the 2012-2013 season by going to our on-demand page. Catch all the great highlights from this high school sports season right here on your destination for high school sports in the North Coast section, playonsports.com. Also, don't forget to stay tuned for the playonsports.com postgame show where we will select our player of the game. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.
Back here in the bottom half of the 6 as we are approaching the end of this one. As the Dons are holding on by 2, and they will try to add to that here in the bottom half of the 6. We'll have the 8-9-1 batters. Kandal, Nomura, and Supple are the scheduled batters. And we still have Padilla on the mound. And Padilla gets Kandal to pop up, and the play is easily made for out number 1. And that brings up Tommy Nomura, who is 1 for 2.
Now batting, Tommy Nomura, left field.
And Nomura, again, 1 for 2. And the 9 batter would love to get on for Supple, who had that big 2-out RBI double, 2 RBI double in the 2nd inning, which is proving to be the difference of this one right now. Nomura squares to bunt, gets it down, and he is going to reach a diving attempt from Padilla, but once he got past him, there was no chance Nomura was going to get caught.
Yeah, that was a beautiful bunt right out of the outstretched hand, right past the outstretched hands of Padilla, and he's able to get a 1-out single. So that puts a runner on first, 1 out, with Supple coming to the plate, who hit the line, or the double, all the way off the left field wall.
So Supple comes up with 1 on and 1 out. Top half of the order, Supple called for time but wasn't granted it, and the pitch is in there for a strike.
Yeah, he just put his hand in the air. If he would have stepped out of the box, I think he would have got his timeout.
0-1. And chop to third. Fielded by Royer. To second for 1. To first for 3. So Supple comes up and grounds out into a double play, which will end the 6th inning. And that will bring us to the 7th. Crunch time. This is it. Do or die for Annalee as we head to the top of the 7th here on PlayOnSports.com. As Acalanes is holding on to a 2-run lead.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here today? Tell your school to sign up for the Play on Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Back here at the top half of the 7th, and this is it. It's do or die for Annalee, and they are going to have Sam Wells, Dylan Mathias, and Jacob Royer as the scheduled batters, and Merkin still on the mound looking for a complete game. And we'll have to think if this game stays the way it is, who our player of the game is going to be. And my vote would have to be Merkin. He's really been, obviously has to get through this inning first, but if it holds this way, yes, he gets that one for a strike to even up the count at 1-1. The other candidate would be Supple, but he just grounded it out in that double play a minute ago, but he had the big RBI double in the second inning. Chopper to short. Oh, third baseman is going to come in and grab it, make the play, and in time as Barry cut off the shortstop Welsh as he had a better angle at it and made the strong throw for out number 1.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do over there at third base. If you've got the right angle on it, you take it. You call off your shortstop. Nice play by Barry. Made him a nice range, got over there and put the runner out. Only 2 outs away from taking home your Division III North Coast Section Championships.
As Dylan Mathias, the center fielder, trying to get on base and see if they can get to the top half of the order with runners on. Mathias checks the swing, couldn't hold up, strike 1.
Yeah, Merkin has been pitching one heck of a game. He's still under 100 pitches. Only given up 5 hits so far.
There's a line drive to short. Fielded on, oh no, Welsh let it go. He looked like he wanted to catch it at first and then kind of changed his mind, was going to get it on the short hop, and it went right past him.
Yeah, what happened there is the ball just deaded right into the dirt. Instead of it bouncing like he was expecting it to, it just happened to dead and roll right past him. So that was just an unfortunate misplay on the ball. Definitely going to have to score that one a hit, not an error.
Yeah.
As it probably bounced off one of those pebbles in the gravel out there and made a nice, crazy bounce. But nonetheless, that's going to put a runner on for Annalee. 1 on, 1 out.
And Royer, who's 0 for 2, runners going, throw over second, not in time. Ball goes in the center, but the runner will stay at second. So a stolen base.
That puts the tying run at home.
Yeah, and Royer followed by Hill, but then you get the top of the order up. So right now, if you're the bottom half, your job is just to get on base and let your other top of the order knock you in. 0-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he hold up? No, he went.
Ooh, I don't know about that. I thought he checked his swing nicely on that one.
And home plate umpire deferred to the first base umpire, said nope, he went around. And the count is 0-2 with the 1 out. Merkin delivers, fouls off. Count remains 0-2.
Yeah, that first base umpire over there is getting a little hot and wants a water as he's going to call a strike.
Crowds are standing room only as the fans from both Amador Valley and De La Salle are filtering in as that pitch is taken for a ball, 1-2. So they're mingling in with the fans both here, Acalanes and Annalee. 1-2 is the count. 1 out, runner at second. Chopper to short. A chance to redeem himself is Welsh. Makes a strong play to first for out number 2. So runner will hold, or he advances over to third, and that brings up Evan Hill. And now we're going to have a conference here at the mounds with 2 away.
Are they going to switch the pitcher for the last batter?
I wouldn't. I think they are, and I would be irked if I was Merkin. I'd be like, wait a minute, they got you guys this far. I don't know if
I'm a little curious.
I don't know. I think he's just making some alignment changes, saying, hey, look, this is where you want to go. I would be completely shocked, and no, they're going to.
Me too. I was going to say, you want to have a lot of faith in your starting pitcher, especially after he's only given up 2 runs. He's only got 1 runner on, so even if he allows that runner to score, they're still up by a run. So that would have shocked me as well. And
again, we talked about it a minute ago. How big was that insurance run a few innings back that the Dons were able to collect?
So here we go. 2 outs, top of the 7th, runner on third.
And Merkin throws that one in the dirt as Evan Hill takes it for ball 1.
Evan Hill looking to try to get on base and represent the tying run with 2 outs here in this last inning.
And takes that one outside, 2-0. 2-0, 2 outs. And that one taken inside, 3-0. And you don't want to walk this guy to get to the top of the order.
No, you definitely don't. You don't want to put
And then you put the tying run on base.
I was just going to say, you don't want to put your tying run on base, nor do you want to do that to your 9-hole. It is the 9th hitter that'll bring up your start of the lineup. And it'll make this game a whole lot more interesting.
Field, and they have to hold up here for a minute as they walk the number 9 batter, and that's going to bring the top of the order up, and Garrett Hill, who is 1 for 3.
So we've got runners on the corners, tying run at first, your go-ahead run now at the plate, represented by Garrett Hill. So let's see if Hill can't get himself on base and keep this inning going.
And you're running on contact here with 2 outs, so anything into the gap it probably ties the game. Ground to third, long
runner for Annalee.
And you would think you're going to put your fastest guys on base right now, and that's the case.
So Hill is going to come out, and coming in is going to be number 11, Scott Hoffman, who's going to be your pinch runner now.
Yeah, you want all the speed you can. That way you can possibly score on the base hit. So Hoffman at second, and Garrett Hill at first. So Merkin was rolling right along up until that conference. After that conference, they kind of rattled them a little bit. And fouled off. That may have been ball 1. But McKnight fights that one off for strike 1. So 0-1 count. Foul back for strike 2. So Merkin now ahead of McKnight. Has a little bit room to work.
Little late inning drama here. So if Annalee can get another 2 runs across, we will play the bottom of the 7th.
Well, if they can get 1 run across, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Get 2 runs, they'll put all the pressure on the Dons as they'll be trailing. But that won't matter as McKnight goes down on strikes. 3 straight pitches as he swings and misses. And Acalanes, the Dons, hold on to win. And your North Coast Section champions for Division III goes to the Dons. Welcome back to PlayOnSports.com as we just saw a thriller in the Division III North Coast Section Championship game as the Acalanes Dons defeat Annalee 4-3. And our player of the game selection goes to Andrew Merkin, who pitches a complete game. Got out of a jam there at the end and finishes with 4 strikeouts, but really showed some composure that whole game.
Yeah, most definitely. Especially the main strikeout that we're going to point out is that last one. As any pitcher could have gotten away from it, they gave up a run. He had runners on first and second, and he buckled down and got a 3-pitch strikeout on that last hitter. So hats off to Merkin, who pitching a solid game. 4 strikeouts, only giving up 7 hits, only 3 walks too. So hats off to him and the entire Dons team, and congratulations to them.
You can also make a case for Tyler Supple, who hit that shot that drove in 2 runs, which proved to be the difference, because if they don't knock those 2 runs in, then obviously they lose by a run, but obviously you don't know what happens if that doesn't happen. But Supple with that big double, driving in 2 runs, he gets honorable mention for player of the game. So it was a heck of a matchup, and it was everything we expected. And it's only game 1 of 2. We're going to have another one here in about an hour, I would say, at 4 o'clock, I believe, is the scheduled start time. And that one should be a good one as well, as Amador Valley and De La Salle get ready to duke it out for the Division I North Coast Section title. We're going to step aside and take a break for that second game. We'll thank you for joining us for this Division III championship game. Again, it is the Acalanes Dons who knock off Annalee. The Tigers of Annalee show a valiant effort there in the final inning, but come up just short. And the Dons win it 4-3 as they are your Division III North Coast Section champions. Stay tuned. We'll be back in about an hour with the Division I finals here on PlayOnSports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.